Initially, we were introduced to Universal Construction through the competitive bid process. They were one of the competitors that we solicited. We gave them that initial contract. They performed that contract in such a manner that we hired them for 2 additional projects after they were completed with that first one. We could always rely on Universal to perform quality work. They did not back off of the standards that they set. We didn't have to worry about them coming back and asking for additional add-ons for unforeseen items that came up during the project, and so we were totally satisfied with the process they used to complete their programs. The most current project that Universal completed for us was the Northwest High School project. It was approximately a $15 to $17 million renovation to the facility. The project was done on time and on budget, and was coordinated in a fashion that we did not have to impede on the educational process in the facility while the construction was going on. I would recommend Universal Construction for people looking for construction management services. If we had a project that was of that nature in the future, we would consider them as one of the top competitors to look at as far as hiring to complete it for our district.
Well, our experience with Universal Construction, which we concluded about a year ago, was excellent, and they met all of our needs and were very willing to help us in any way they could, and if we had a complaint, they were right there to try to make us happy. So it was a good experience. We'd like to have them again. I would recommend Universal Construction for any school construction or anything. They are there to please.
We had 4 companies that presented to us, and I really thought that for one thing, it was the tie to the community. It was also the tie that Universal was the original construction company that built West High back in 1962. I also felt like that they demonstrated that they did have knowledge, they did have experience in running major projects and bringing them in on time and under budget. And those are the reasons why they received my vote on behalf of the project. Obviously, when you talk about Universal, the key person in my life was the superintendent, the man here at the site. Trying to run a school of almost 2,000 people at the same time having construction taking place, major construction taking place, is a challenge. And the communication between myself and the superintendent was really important. Anytime I had a question, we always made it a point, at least weekly, to sit down and update each other. Where are we? What's going on? What's your schedule going to be doing that might have an impact on my schedule? And that was a very valuable piece to the puzzle, was having first of all, someone who knew their stuff, secondly, someone who was a good communicator, and someone who, when they told you something, you could count on it. It was going to happen. There were several times when what we thought the project called for and what the subs thought was called for, there wasn't an agreement on, and that's where the superintendent and Universal came in to try to get that resolved. They were working for us, and they were able to use the strength of their position to make sure we got well represented in the negotiations sometimes. I would have no problem at all recommending Universal. They want to be a partner, and they want to be a partner that's there to represent you in this project. They want to give you and share with you their expertise on the construction trades, and then the relationships they've built with subs, I guess you would call them. If they have a sub that isn't doing what needs to be done to help me, the customer, be happy, they have no problem saying that sub's no longer on, and they'll find somebody who can. So I highly recommend them.